how much money does a guy need to earn to date you?
Monthly or like annually?
Per year.
Hello, everybody. Before we move on, I want to welcome you guys into the Talk podcast. I will be reacting to the Whatever podcast. Most of you might have heard about this. Maybe it's not as popular in Germany. It's very interesting. Interesting can mean a lot, so make your own opinion and let's get it started.
500K?
You realize that's like
But it's 1%.
That's
But
1%.
it's possible.
Yeah, but what's possible isn't necessarily probable.
Possible.
Wow. Do I really need to say anything at this point? I guess, oh Lord, this is just more than delusional. This is so disrespectful, even. This is just why. There's no grounds for this. Someone who wants to date you, right? What you need to bring is at least 500,000. That is so mind-blowing. I'm trying to wrap my head around this. I really want to say something to this, but what is there to say but crazy?
Do you think, and you have how many kids?
3.
3 from different,
No,
same father.
person.
You are a worker, you're an I'm not saying that to insult you, but do you think that a guy who makes minimum $500,000 is interested in dating a worker with 3 children?
She knows it's crazy. She's just there to, make a scene, go viral, which I guess she did. And even the other women, they were like, wow, that is just crazy. There is no reason to expect that. Do we want to expect or want someone to have a job and have, good income and certain things we do understand make sense, but to expect someone to make 500,000 is highly delusional and there's just no reason for that. The other thing is you're not even in that circle. Like, how do you come across? Why do you even come up with that, right? And anyone who makes that kind of money, I don't know. Do people like that really come for you? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Is that your dating pool, men who make 500K just running after you? Because they're not interested in other women, highly attractive women, women with so much more to offer, probably women who are maybe not having kids. And this has nothing to do with these innocent kids. But why should someone want to do that? Yes, you could say they have enough money to afford and pay for everyone. But why would they want to do that? I guess people like that, even people who make far less than that, would rather want to start their own family instead of buying into this craziness. And how painful is that? Imagine someone hears that. Just think, let's pretend there's someone who would be interested in her because they find her attractive, they find her funny, they find her cute. They do not care that she has kids. They actually love a big blended family. And then they listen to this, right? One thing is going to be like, okay, wow, I don't have 500K per year. And then the other thing is like, wait a minute, what are you after? What is this, right? Just stupid. We need to stop this. Women, we need to stop this, right? No one is going to hold you for wanting a man who's going to be able to provide for you in certain areas. No one is going to knock you for that. Even if you wanted a man who can fully provide, but to be saying things like this is just stupid. Like, some of you have brothers, some of you have sons. Is this what this is what you want them to go through? It's stupid. You want them to be a cash printing machine? This is not even an ATM at this point.
No, definitely not. But
So shouldn't you adjust? But shouldn't you adjust your standards to be a little
No.
more realistic?
No.
So would you rather?
There's a reason why I'm single. Like, I don't want to be with somebody.
But do you see how ridiculous it is?
So these are not standards, okay? This is a crazy excuse to make herself seem unreachable to anyone, right? Putting herself on a pedestal that is non-existing. This is not a standard. And I completely miss the fact that, once again, this is a woman who's selling her body for profit to men, yet expects a great man to come into her life and have all this going on for himself, right? It does not make sense. It really does not make sense. Her saying there's a reason that she's single, I'm sure there's more than one reason why she is single. The biggest reason is just her being herself. That is one of the biggest reasons. The path that she has chosen in life, being a sex worker, being someone who is selling, for money, is not going to get anyone interested in investing in you as a wife. And really, I'm not here to talk down on anyone, but with all due respect, this is not her not finding anyone, but at this point, really, I can see why people don't want to be with you, because this is a dangerous mind filled with delusion and selfishness. And unfortunately, this is, oh God, I'm not going to say it, but you guys probably know what I'm thinking.
To demand a guy who makes 500K to accept, like, you gotta adjust your standards a little bit if you want a man.
Well, tough for the man. I don't know.
Well, I wouldn't say it's tough for the man.
Well, in regards to her, I'm not too sure it is really that tough for men. I do not think they find it difficult to make a decision, which is really just rejecting someone like this, to be honest. And in another way, it's going to be tough for men if women do not recognize that they are not only caretakers of children for women, for young girls, and for young boys, but it's so crazy that the treatment and the negativity that they put out is exactly what they don't want to experience themselves, but yet feel so free to just spit out so much nonsense and not even understanding that impacting other women who are going to be the future women interacting with your sons, your brothers, and so on. This is just mind-blowing, honestly. Well, nonetheless, I hope you guys had fun. See you in the next one. Bye.